And we are seconds away from the start of our next contest between Minnesota Prep, the Diplomat Lions, and Athens Prep. We've got about 30 seconds before tip-off. It's going to be tough to match that first contest, which was won at the buzzer by Life Christian 71-70. But we're going to try to match it. So in about 12 seconds, we will take you to public announce for the starting lineups, Minnesota Prep versus Athens Prep. All right, so the home team on the scoreboard wearing white trimmed in black and silver, Minnesota Prep. The visiting team in red trimmed in white is Athens Prep. This is a grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. I'm Leroy Watson on play-by-play, and I'm being joined on color by my partner Cullen Kreider.
Yes, sir.
And Cullen, we've got a huge injury update. Number 5, Darlin Stone Dubar for Athens Prep, who has a bunch of mid-major offers, high mid-major offers, not playing today with a bone bruise that he got in practice on yesterday.
Wow. So that's, I'm assuming that's the knee, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was being reported by some that he had torn a ligament in his knee. That is not accurate. It is a bone bruise, which probably hurts more than a torn ligament, but he won't be able to play. But he'll be back sooner than he would be if it were an MCL.
I beg to differ. I've torn my ACL 3 times, and they were all pretty painful. But and that's why I said good, because if he did not do that, then that's a blessing for him.
Tray ball on the way by Christian Jackson. No good. Rebound, Richard Edwards for Minnesota Prep. Adrian Sprinkles, he had that shot blocked. Ball out of bounds, last touched by Minnesota Prep. And so Athens Prep will take it over. And so Minnesota Prep applying heavy ball pressure all over the court. Athens struggling to adjust. Keyshawn Davidson over the timeline. Jump pass to Tyrus Bainham. They swing it back around to Davidson.
Good look.
Shot up, no good by Felix Gu. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Athens Prep. This is going to be a physical contest. Both these teams are very physical, like to grind it out. They play good, tough on-ball defense.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here early from Minnesota Prep.
Lukai Patterson has it knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Felix Gu.
Wow.
And in transition, Tyrus Bainham scores it for Athens Prep.
Bainham showed elite athleticism there getting to the rim. You can tell he's a 2-foot jumper, went up with 2 feet, straight to the rim.
Into the front court.
And Minnesota Prep has already moved into token pressure, not really applying. Kind of caught in the corner there.
Athens Prep, very good ball handlers. Felix Gu with the dunk.
Well, and I was going to say that already. You could tell they pass the ball well. They're a good passing team, and that's so underrated when you got guys that know how to move the basketball. You got zip on the ball and the passes. It's a big component and a big fundamental that people tend to forget about.
Tyrus Bainham with the steal, but I believe we got a foul.
And you always see as well, good passing involves good movement, and that's good movement without the basketball. Good cuts, knowing where to be, reading your teammates, learning, the traits that they do. It's a good look.
Keyshawn Davison called for his first foul. Lukai Patterson misses the 3. Offensive rebound, Minnesota Prep. Ball out of bounds, and it was last touched by Athens. Minnesota Prep will trigger from the baseline. Richard Edwards to Lukai Patterson, their starting point guard. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 15 seconds. Edwards. They swing it around to Lukai Patterson. Edwards in the lane, no good. Rebound, Jordan Schwente.
That's a good job there from Athens of staying vertical on that challenge.
Ball knocked away from behind by Adrian Sprinkles. Lukai Patterson into the front court to Adrian Sprinkles. He goes baseline, reverse layup is good.
It's a good move there on the baseline by Sprinkles. That's something the guys are always looking for now. You know, once you get by that first defender and you start driving to the basket, a lot of times the ball side is going to get closed off by an angle. A good reverse there by Sprinkles.
Keyshawn Davidson, 3-pointer for Athens Prep.
Although that's his first shot, I like what I've seen out of Davidson so far. You could tell, he's just got the look, the swag of a good point guard.
When he fools around, puts on about 15 pounds of muscle, he is going to really be a load. I believe that was Lukai Patterson.
It was.
Yes, Lukai Patterson for Minnesota Prep. Athens Prep, that's Tyrus Bainham in the mid-range, no good. Rebound, Richard Edwards. Aaron Moore goes baseline, and he is fouled. Foul committed by Felix Gu of Athens Prep. His first, team second.
Antonio Battis checked into the game for Athens.
And, Batista is a late addition to their lineup, and that's no doubt because of the injury to Darlin Stone Dubar. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Athens Prep. Minnesota Prep trailing by 3, 7-4. It's still early, 11:33 left in the first half. Adrian Sprinkles will trigger the inbounds pass to Lukai Patterson. Guarded there by Keyshawn Davidson. This will be a matchup of two very, very good point guards. Two very different point guards. Lukai Patterson, he's just kind of like a bully. He gets to his spots because you just can't stop him. He's physically overwhelming, and he's very crafty. Davidson, more of a finesse guy. Shot no good. Rebound Athens Prep. They lob it. That was Antonio Bainham.
And that was,
Tyrus Bainham. He can't quite finish.
It was great anticipation there by Patterson to cut that lob off.
Adrian Sprinkles for three for Minnesota Prep. (7-7). 10:38 to go in the first half. Athens Prep, Tyrus Bainham with the basketball. He swings it over to Keyshawn Davidson. It's picked up there by Lukai Patterson. Davidson dribbles into a double team, stolen away by Lukai Patterson. Patterson to Amon Decker. Decker can't finish. Keyshawn Davidson flips it over to Christian Jackson. Basket good.
And both teams out and running right now. On each trip there, they both had numbers. Athens, the only one able to complete.
And efficiency of the fast break could be a big difference in this game. Both these teams do really well going from defense to offense. They're going to get in transition. How efficiently are they going to finish off those opportunities? That will be a question that could answer who's going to win this basketball game.
And Minnesota Prep didn't finish on their end, but Patterson did have a nice look there, passing to the trailer, coming down, just couldn't complete the buckets.
Free throw no good by Christian Jackson. That pass too tall, out of bounds. Believe that was last touch by Athens Prep. Yes, it was. Lukai Patterson. Floater on the baseline, no good.
Patterson to the corner, and now to Decker. Now back to Patterson, and Patterson uses the screen, can't get anything with it. Decker goes all the way to the rim, draws the contact, and will go to the line for two.
That foul committed by Jordan Schwente, his first, team third. Amon Decker will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair for Minnesota Prep. First free throw is good.
I like Decker's shoes. They kind of look like what may be the Devin Booker's. I know he doesn't have necessarily a signature shoe, but it's Kobe's. Yeah, the Kobe's, and I think he made them for Devin Booker. I like those.
9:22 to go here in the first half. Athens Prep 9, Minnesota Prep 8. Decker called for his first foul, team second.
You know, if he waits on that, he really anticipated and read the drive coming, but he was in the air too quick. So that's going to cause contact it's going to be a foul every time. But if he waits there for another split second and goes up vertically, doesn't draw that or get that foul.
Because Davidson is the kind of crafty guard who's going to take advantage of you if you leave your feet. James Flippin into the contest for Minnesota Prep, replacing Amon Decker. Second free throw for Davidson is good. 10-8, Athens Prep.
Sprinkles uses that screen now to the corner. Kind of a pick and pop.
Ball thrown away and will belong to Athens Prep.
Flippin wasn't ready for the pass, but he had a good look there, so look for them to go to that look again. Sprinkles with the steal. And now here comes Minnesota Prep into the front court. To here with the ball now, and to the wing to Sprinkles. Sprinkles will use the screen again. And now Flippin is ready for the catch and puts it right up. So like I said, I think you'll see Flippin hanging around the arc a little more. He'll have his hands ready now. He's shooting in rhythm and ready to go. Keyshawn Davidson wants a screen. Davidson behind the back and out in the corner. Gets the big out off his feet, and that's good defense there. Good recovery and nice finish. I don't have a name for number one, which I will get. But great break there from Minnesota Prep. They jump out to a 13-10 lead. Got 8 minutes left to go in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout, so the players re-adjourn to the floor. Jawan Grant was that layup. Leroy on the spot here. Jawan Grant just took it in for a layup, so I was telling the crowd I don't have a number one on my page, but we will get it.
Had to go to the Minnesota Prep book to get that. So 13-10, Minnesota Prep in the lead. Floater in the lane, no good by Avishai Lowry. Tough attempt there for
Patterson, I believe.
Richard Edwards, actually.
Oh, Edwards, no, excuse me.
Yep. Adrian Sprinkles is fouled by Felix Gu. Second foul on Gu. The fourth foul on Athens Prep. Adrian Sprinkles will go to the line, and he will shoot two. Minnesota Prep is one of the scrappiest teams you will ever see. They just keep coming at you. They keep coming at you. They fight you for 92 feet. Anything you get, you have to earn when you play Minnesota Prep.
Yeah, I've seen that here early on. They really push the ball as well on the offensive side. So, you know, they're really trying to take it out of you, wear you down.
Sprinkles splits a pair of free throws. So the lead is 14-10. Akoy Mangold into the game now for Minnesota Prep. And the reason they can play this tempo is everybody on the roster is going to get minutes. So everybody stays fresh coming in and out for Minnesota Prep. Shot no good by Isaac Spears of Athens Prep. Rebound battled for. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Minnesota Prep. And so Athens Prep will trigger the inbounds with 27 seconds on the shot clock. Christian Jackson to Tyrus Bainham in the lane, up, and he's fouled.
And that's just a good job of Bainham there, of just being determined to just get the ball up there. You know, it's like his coach yelled at him, just get it up there. A lot of times what that does, especially at this level, that's a put-back dunk, even if he doesn't convert. So as a coach, all you want to see is him just get it up on the rim and give your teammates a chance or draw the foul.
Foul committed by Lukai Patterson. That's his first, team third against Minnesota Prep. Bainham converts the first, trims that deficit to 3, 14-11. Bainham misses the second. Into the front court, Jawan Grant for Minnesota Prep. He gets his own rebound, cannot convert. Another rebound for Akoy Mangold, and then Tyrus Bainham comes out of there with it.
And that was a good outlet by Bainham.
Beautiful
he
outlet.
recognized it before he even got the ball. He recognized that his teammate was out on the break.
Foul committed by James Flippin of Minnesota Prep. That is his first, team fourth. And back to the free throw line will shoot 2, Christian Jackson. First free throw is good. 14-12. Athens Prep creeps to within 2. Misses second. Lukai Patterson with the rebound for Minnesota Prep. Rudy to here, back to Patterson. Athens Prep still playing man-to-man. No, you know what? That's more like a matchup 1-3-1.
Well, yeah, and Athens Prep coach, he just called for a different defense on that last play. I heard him call it out. And that is some type of a zone because he had.
Yep. I'm going to call it a matchup 1-3-1.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to call it.
Well, and that's the beauty of a zone now is that you can disguise it.
Yep.
But all zone have man principles anyway.
Athens Prep misses the layup in transition. The lob and finish. A Coy Mangold for Minnesota Prep. They push back out to a 4-point lead. 16-12, 6:08 left to go in the first half. Tray ball up. It's short. Isaac Spears. Lukai Patterson with the rebound for Minnesota Prep. He's in transition. He goes all the way to the bucket. No. Isaac Spears with the rebound for Athens Prep. Tray ball on the way, and it's good. Christian Jackson.
Jackson likes to get ahead of the pack.
Yes.
You know, he understands when, and a lot of times that is a skill. You recognize that your team's got the position. As a coach, you don't want your players running out, but once guys see that their teammates are in position to get the rebound and they read the shot, then they can take off.
Shot no good, Minnesota Prep. That was put up by number 11, Rudy Tahir. Jawan Grant called for the foul on the battle for the rebound. That is his first, team 5th against Minnesota Prep. Keyshawn Davidson back into the contest for Athens Prep. He kicks it out to Isaac Spears. Tray ball no good. Long rebound picked up by Adrian Sprinkles. They've got numbers. Oh, what a block by Isaac Spears. And another block by Felix Gu, but he swiped down, and they're usually going to call that. I didn't see a lot of contact.
He swiped
but
down on that basketball.
Yep.
I think it was more of a, Sprinkles earned the call more so than when the call was, or when the foul was called.
Yeah, because, from our vantage point, it didn't look like a lot of contact.
I can tell you that's what it was. It was they were Gu got nothing but ball, but it's like I said, he kind of earned it. He got fouled a couple times before he got there, so it's almost like somewhat of a makeup
call. Yep.
Which happens. That's just part of the game.
It is.
It just is.
And as a player, you have to accept that and adjust to that.
Exactly right.
Minnesota Prep with an offensive rebound. That's a kick. Ball out of bounds.